Illinois is the only state in the nation with a law that prohibits the carrying of concealed guns. However, last December, a federal appeals court struck down the state prohibition on concealed carry, and state lawmakers put forth legislation that would issue a permit to carry concealed guns to any applicant who passes a background check and takes required firearms training. And today, lawmakers in Illinois are expected to vote on this legislation. Why are you so opposed to this law?
Well, I actually was in our legislature about 11, 12 years ago, and the attempts have been going on forever to try to get concealed carry, and we were always able to prevent it without, frankly, without a lot of heavy lifting. And then we had the federal court opinion which mandated it. None of the studies that have come out have shown how it's going to create all this safety that people talk about. And for us, there are so many issues that we have already with guns that the notion that somehow this was going to solve these problems is absurd. But more importantly, this law they came up with, which I've got every indication they're going to override our governor's veto imminently within a few hours here, so it'll be a law. This version here is so messed up, and they keep wandering around the state telling everyone this was a compromise. This was the far right compromising with the less far right to come up with something that is completely unworkable and will not make anyone more safe. And I don't know how much more plain to be about this thing. If you're going to make this a shall carry state where once you pass a modicum of a little background check and a mental health test, you get your concealed carry license, then that's what they should have done. What they did, though, is want to lie to everybody, and they put this one provision in there saying that, oh, no, ours is different than that because law enforcement's going to have some ability to have some input. It couldn't be anything further from the truth. They basically give me about 30 days to look over the applications that are going to come in, which we anticipate are going to be in the hundreds of thousands immediately. I'll have 30 days to look at about 100 and some thousand of them, and given no money to do that, mind you, at the same time, I've been brought into every town, it seems, in suburban Cook County, outside of the city of Chicago, now to look into these cases. The whole thing is beyond absurd, and there's no way I'm not going to be able to look at any of them. I mean, none of them, unless I do blanket type of objection, which I feel is going to land me in court. We aren't going to be able to do any of it. So basically, you pass a baseline type of analysis that you haven't recently committed certain offenses and you have a felony conviction and you haven't been in a mental institution recently, then you're going to get your concealed carry license.